We're live, and you're with me, Rob Allen, in the Medicine Show Radio Moose Mobile. And this evening, the Moose is actually in the furthest north community on this mainland, anyway. I have views of Orkney and actually John O'Groats, the world famous John O'Groats. And delighted to be able to say I've got Gary Hector here from the world famous Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right, yeah, man, Rob. Nice to catch up again. It's been years, so thank you, man.
Yeah, it has. It's good to have you with us. And I want to talk about the new project, of course, solo project for I think your first solo project. I also
Yeah,
want to talk about how Trinidad and Tobago is faring up during the pandemic and the music. If the live music is back and how it's affected everything. I will talk about uh, touring and live music as well, because I know
yeah.
that's basically at the heart of everything that you do, Gary, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I think you're right there. But yes, I mean, to answer your questions quickly, yes, I have a new solo album out, recent August the 3rd. It came out. It's called National Trash. So it's just me and some songs acoustically with some pedal steel and female vocal. Pretty cool albums on all streaming platforms and so on and on.
Great.
Yeah, but the pandemic here is just like elsewhere in the world. I mean, we have been hit hard too. So it's been almost 2 years now, and we're on some heavy restrictions still. We still have curfews and so on. 5 a.m. in the morning, it opens up, and there's curfew from 10 p.m. Just recently gone to 10. It was at 9. Now it's going to 10. It should be stopping soon, I believe. But all our famous beaches are closed also. So that, it's hard on the people. We are party people, so it's stiff,
Hey, yeah, I just can't imagine how that is. How about venues? So shops and venues and things like that aren't open yet.
Yeah, they just opened. I think last week was the first time that like alcohol can be sold at venues at 50% capacity, safe zones, vaccine cards. The works, the so-called normal.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's starting to ease up a bit. I think we're a wee bit ahead of you here.
Hmm.
Let's welcome some of the folk that are tuning in. It's good to have you with us, guys. Gary is in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to play his
Yeah.
video from the album just now in just a minute. However, this here uh, caption chat frame, folks there can, on the right hand side of your screen, you can ask Gary some questions or let us know. Please do let us know where you're tuning in from.
Yeah.
This evening. That's always of interest, and stick with us. Can I ask you about this video of yours? It's you've gone all country on it, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
So
was that always like was that always latent?
I think it was coming somehow. I always had a passing interest in it, and seeing that I'm no longer in the band and so on, and I just decided to try and make one more record or something. And I was on my own and pretty much soaking in a lot of country music and Americana stuff and so on, and decided I'm gonna go that way. It's a kind of crazy move, but it's me. So yeah, but it's not a joke. I'm actually into it very deeply. So.
But so am I. So I was delighted to catch the
Yeah,
vibes.
I was while going through all those social media pages and the Americana highways and so on. I was like, "Is Rob is here also?" You had that sort of little background into to that kind of stuff too. So
But, yeah, and we get to travel a fair bit, and it's something that is pretty universal. But being a Scot, uh, we like to claim country music for our own anyway, because most of the stuff that landed in the Appalachians. I mean, I also met the emancipated slaves, and
yep,
from there it became blues and country and
Yep, I've been soaking in a lot of the history of it, man. Yeah, and you're spot on with those lessons and those hills,
Yeah. So let's take it on then. This is Gary Hector's new single. Come back to you straight away.
Thank you.
Saddle up, my son, it's time to move. This sleepy town, Lord, it's void of groove, and it's so done. There's pure suffocation and make-believe. Even the temptations, they're not designed to deceive, and it's so done. Today I ride alone, I won't be coming home. Today I ride alone. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going on my own. Today I ride alone. Heavy is my heart, and it's broken good. I need a full head start, Lord, maybe you misunderstood that it's so done. I only got one saddle, Lord, and it's painted gold. So giddy up, skedaddle, Lord, I'm getting old, and it's so done. Today I ride alone, I won't be coming home. Today I ride alone. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going on my own. Today I ride alone. Don't ask me to come along, and I can't be reached by phone. Today I ride alone. And don't you try to find me, let me sing like a stone. Today I ride alone. She never ran for the roses, but she'll ride on right along. Today I ride alone. Ingram kind of songs in my head, going down this lonesome road. Today I ride alone. Today I ride alone. Yeah, today I ride alone.
Done, Gary. That's Gary Hector's new single, I Ride Alone. That was it nearly again. As
Thank
well,
you.
apologies for the juddering nature of the broadcast there. Frankly, I'm surprised we can broadcast at all. I'm actually in John O'Groats, and that's a true story, and which is like 50 miles from anywhere, right coast
Yeah,
of
man.
Scotland.
Yeah, thank
Uh,
you.
the fact that there's any internet at all is a wonder of modern science. So we got there. Hopefully, it didn't spoil your listening. Thanks for joining us. Emma Black's wondering, is it
Yeah,
ever?
sure. Yeah, to answer Emma's question, of course, nothing's wrong with a bit of country. That's right, Emma. The thing is, I mean, if you're into songwriting and so on, I think I wouldn't call it a natural progression. Not everyone goes there, but the amount of songwriters there in that whole scene, and I'm talking present and past, it's just unbelievable if you're really into songwriting. So, and yeah, it's a pedal steel and not a lap steel. Correct, it's pedal steel. There's two different things with which I learned also. In Trinidad, there's no pedal steel or lap steel for that matter, and not even one player, not even one instrument. So when I was asking about it, because I knew I wanted that on the album, and when I got in touch with the guy John Heinrich from Nashville, I actually said yes, I want some lap steel and so on, and he wrote me back a couple of days after. He said, "Hey, listen to this stuff. You sure it's lap steel you want or pedal steel? Is there a difference?" I said, "Oh, yeah, pedal steel, pedal steel, pedal steel." So there's a big difference, to be honest.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I love the stripped back nature of it. And that's the thing about country music, isn't it? They're just it's the most difficult thing to pull off in the simplest of ways.
Spot on, spot on. That was the whole trick is how simple can you be, you know?
Yeah,
That was the trick. I mean, even in my rock and roll scene, I was always simple, but this is even, and not simple in the sense of it's easy to do. It's just, how can you get this point across, you know? How long I've been writing. This is my solo debut solo album. It's my first. I've had 9 albums with bands I've led, and those albums were basically rock and roll albums. You know, classic rock, punk elements,
yeah,
kind of thing. You know, but
and bigger sound as well, Gary. They're kind of they're off that kind of with it, you know, just pointing at maybe U2, Simple Minds, that kind of.
yeah, all those sort of influences, Clash and the Stones, and then that's my thing too. You know, but being alone again, I read a bunch of biographies too. So you know, I was reading the Graham Parsons book at the time. And the kids got me a Hank Williams book for Christmas there. So
yeah,
I just started soaking all this stuff. I knew some of the music all the time, but just started getting to the whole mindset of it, you know. So
yeah, Graham and Hank will do it for you every time.
oh, sure, they did it.
Well, it's a delight to have you as a country music or an Americana artist as well, and I'm sure it's going to work out well for you. And it's a good way to go for a solo artist in the respect that you can take it when you are given the opportunity. You can take it on the road with just a
Yeah.
guitar
Yep.
and maybe one other musician.
Yep.
Is
We'll see if that time comes. Yeah.
Is that something that you are aiming at once you can travel a bit? Coming back to
I
the
mean,
UK?
no, I just put the record out, man, and see what happened. I'm working on it on my own. There's no label, no management, nothing. So it takes a lot to hit the road. So if that comes on, if I build a little vibe around it, then yeah, maybe, you know. So we'll see. I'm in the game long enough, Rob, to know you don't just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll take that graphic down just now, and I'm going to put all your links up on the
Sure.
opening page and the chat frame. Thanks, Emma, for commenting, and everybody for tuning in. Please do follow Gary and all these links, and you've got them all in a very handy link tree as well, Gary.
Yes. Everything is there. Yeah.
Everything's all there,
Yep.
and everywhere that you can download the new record, listen to it on Bandcamp as well. All the links are there, and in the chat frame just now as well.
Yep.
I noticed that you did have a guitar. I know this because we did a quick sound check earlier.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Shall we prove the point by having you sing another song from the album?
I can. I sure can. So yeah.
Yeah.
So the album is called National Trash, and this is one of the songs, and it's called A Song and Dance Man. Yeah. I ain't got no time to save the world, much less for the energy. I I ain't got no songs to sing for the pretty girls. Just one left for my enemies. So I hope you'll understand. I am just a song and dance man. Yeah, I hope I didn't let you down. Was never my intention. Leave it all up to the superstars. Surely they won't lead you wrong. So I hope you see where I stand. I am just a rock and roll man. Yeah, I hope got no desire to influence your mind. All those days I left behind. This ain't no resurrection. I'm not Victor Newman. So I hope you get what you can. See, I am just a summer dance man. Oh yeah, I am just a song and dance man.
Excellent. Singing
Yep.
but not dancing on this occasion. Well, you can't and play the guitar at the same time. Gary Hector,
Yeah, man.
my guest this evening from Trinidad and Tobago. You're with me, Rob Allen, in the Medicine Show Radio Moose Mobile. So there isn't much point in asking you when the next gig is, Gary, because you probably don't know.
Yeah, and I haven't been doing a bunch of these live things. I did one recently, and I'm supposed to do a next one for Americana Highways coming up, and it's something I'm trying to get used to. I'm not the type to sit and play for a laptop. I'm accustomed just moving around playing. So
Yeah.
when that time comes again, we'll hit the road and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's good.
in your Moose Jeep, in your Moose mobile too, man.
Yeah, well,
Up in
we're stuck.
Inverness.
I was up in Wick Thurso, which is 100 miles further north of Inverness, checking out a new band that I've just started uh, playing. That was Isaac Sutherland. You might have met Isaac at some point. He's our musician in residence at Belladrum and extraordinary. And they're just a fabulous band. They're called Tail. Actually,
Right.
should do a
Very
little
well.
bit. I can do a bit of advertising for them this way. Look.
Yeah, man.
I'm not taking everything off. Don't worry.
Have a good.
There you go. Pale Moon.
Pale Moon, right. I've seen you pushing that, the Pale Moon. Yeah. I'll
What a
check them
great
out
band.
too.
So we're
Very
doing what
good.
we can. We're just trying to get around, encouraging people to get
Yeah.
the music out there and get back out to venues and keep the venues open and buy CDs and tip live feeds, because that's basically how we're all managing to stay alive for the moment.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So good luck with it. And the Americana Highways is a little bit of a score. That's a nice one to get.
Yeah. I should be doing another one soon. I'll let everyone know when. So
Please do, and let me know as well. And I'll plug that extensively.
yeah, man. Yeah,
And
man.
we'll share
Cheers,
this
Rob.
around. We'll encourage everybody to share this feed too,
Yeah.
because the more that do, the more we'll view. That's the way that it works here from the Moose. And I think what I might do, and thanks for the song, Gary, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Sure, man, Rob. Sure.
And what I'll do is I'll play the video again, and that will see us out of the trail, and just stay cool out there in Trinidad. Is it very hot?
Yes, it is. It is. It is. Even when it rains, it's hot. So no beaches yet, though.
Yeah. It's the other way around in Scotland. Even when it doesn't rain, it's cold.
I know.
Do you know?
I've
You've been,
witnessed it 5 times.
and you've been in Inverness as well on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I can
Well,
still feel that cold. Yeah.
yeah. Well, haste you back, my friend. Can't wait to
Yeah,
see you.
man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bonnie Scotland would love to. Got a
Love
lot
to you there in Trinidad and Tobago.
some good people.
This is Gary Hector and his new single.
Saddle up, my son, it's time to move. This sleepy town, Lord, it's void of groove, and it's so done. It's pure suffocation and make-believe. Even the temptations, they're not designed to deceive, and it's so done. Today I ride alone, I won't be coming home. Today I ride alone. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going on my own. Today I ride alone. Heavy is my heart, and it's broken good. I need a full head start, Lord, maybe you misunderstood that it's so done. I only got one saddle, Lord, and it's painted gold. So giddy up, skedaddle, Lord, I'm getting old, and it's so done. Today I ride alone, I won't be coming home. Today I ride alone. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going on my own. Today I ride alone. Don't ask me to come along, and I can't be reached by phone. Today I ride alone. And don't you try to find me, let me sing like a stone. Today I ride alone. She never ran for the roses, but she'll ride on right along. Today I ride alone. Ingram kind of songs in my head, going down this lonesome road. Today I ride alone. Today I ride alone. Yeah, today I ride alone.
I Ride Alone, taken from Gary Hector's new album, National Trash. And thanks again to Gary for joining us. I think I'll just show you what's been happening in this. It's all going off. The office today is John O'Groats, and the main focus of the day has been actually producing this CD, Christmas Time's Coming, our media collection, with all the envelopes coming together just now. The idea being that I fancy there being a John O'Groats stamp on all the envelopes that go out around Europe to the media guys, and that will happen in plenty of time for Christmas time playlists going out tomorrow, and I have a few more envelopes to do, so I better get back to it again. So if you fancy helping out with the medicine show, and it is all done on public subscription. And yesterday somebody actually bought the Christmas album yesterday for £5. I was delighted, and there was a couple of donations there as well. So very much appreciated, guys. It's just so cool when you step out to do something and people step out of their way to help out you get it done. It's just fantastic. We are publicists first and foremost, and are delighted and have 2 albums in the pipeline, which will be coming out just in time for Christmas. We've got David Starr's Touchstones coming out, and we will be publicising that to the European media. And Phil Lee, the Mighty King of Love, has a new album coming as well. I could tell you about that, but I would probably have to kill you straight after. No, it's coming before Christmas. If you want to help us on a monthly basis, we have a Patreon site, and everybody that does join us there it's very much appreciated. Those donations every month really do help keep diesel in the moose and the wheels on the whole thing. Check us out at the House Concert Hub as well. Really trying to encourage people to have concerts in their own homes to help these artists out of the COVID rubble. Basically, we need gigs, guys. So if you can do a concert in your own home, that would be very, very much appreciated. So that's not the one. So thanks again to Gary. There's his Facebook page. Do go along and like his Facebook page, and please do help the moose if you possibly can. Again, all contributions gratefully received. Tomorrow, who's on tomorrow? Oh yeah, we've got Gary. No, Gary was today. We have got no, we have. I can't remember exactly who it is we got. So let's have a look. It's Pat Cairns, and if we were just talking about Graham Parsons a little bit there with Gary. If you want to check out somebody as close to Graham as possibly can be, Pat Cairns is your man. He actually lives in Joshua Tree, so we're catching up. We're going from Trinidad and Tobago to Joshua Tree tomorrow, in the desert there, to find out how things are in California and how things are in that rich musical vein that is Joshua Tree. And we'll be talking about some of the history of Joshua Tree as well. Graham Parsons will doubtless enter the conversation, but Pat has since we've came through there, and the Moose has set up his own studio, which is completely solar powered because there's no lack of solar energy. I wish we had some solar energy here, but there's no lack of solar energy in Joshua Tree, and he's built himself a state-of-the-art studio there. So I'm going to be talking to Pat Cairns about his studio and about his album, and we'll be looking back at the tour that we did. It was a beautiful tour that we did recently. I'm going to pull up a bit of Pat Cairns, if you just bear with me. And I shall play out with with some Pat if I can find where the video button is. Oh, there it is. Pat Cairns, there we go. Twiggy Pop from live from Goat Mountain. So all I have to do is come back to you guys here and share the screen, and that should be playing. Is it? No. Why isn't it playing? Because I didn't ask it to. All the wonders of technology. I wish I had set this up beforehand, but we can do this. Stop screen sharing for now. I'm back with you guys. Let's have another look. Facebook Watch, that'll be the one. There we go. That's not Pat Cairns, though. That is Athol McLean. Right, I'm going to find Pat. There he is. That's not Pat. A bit of Bill Bailey? No, let's. Where are you, Pat? That should just click straight through. There we go. Do some audio though, Pat. There we go.
AKA Twiggy Pop. Coming at you. Coming at you live from Goat Mountain Recording out here in the Mojave Desert. I'm going to bring you some tunes courtesy of Rob Allen, International Moose TV. Rob, put your PayPal thing and information about that so people can find out about it. It's a very cool thing. You might even be able to catch this little thing I have going out here on Facebook called the Solar Cabin Sessions out there. The days roll on, the pages fall to the ground. We won't make it by winter, we'll go around. Nobody can be our friend until you're honest and open when you're new to town. You can't quite call it home when you're new to town. You can't quite call it home. I'm so tired of riding the merry-go-round. Always on the move, never making new ground. And everybody knows the way, at least that's what they say when you're new to town. You see you're all alone when you're new to town. You see it all alone. there's no links to yesterday. Even the girls have their wrinkles washed away. The sun sets a little bit later, and you say that you will stay here when you're new to town. You can't quite call it home when you're new to town. Cowboy boots kicking stones when you're new to town. You see you're all alone when you're new to town. Cowboy boots kicking stones when you're new to town.
Wonderful.
Very nice.
So we're off to
It's always so weird playing
off
this.
down
It's
the
kinda
road,
live, but
and
there's no
we're off
applause.
to
There's no coughing. It's,
Joshua Tree tomorrow to spend some time
So one
with our good friend Pat Cairns and Twiggy Pop and catch up with them. The studio now is up and running. We got to run through Joshua Tree on the last Moose Mobile tour in America, and just so happened that Pat Cairns was playing a beautiful gig at an art installation house concert right out in the Mojave Desert, around just near the national park at Joshua Tree, and we spent the best possible time with those guys. And then they came over and toured with us up and down the UK, and did 2 or 3 gigs in Scotland as well. So that's tomorrow. Today we are releasing our Christmas album. It is actually available, and you can get that by going to medicineshowrecords.me, and it's really busy. It has something in the region of 200 plays already, and it was only released yesterday, so it's very cool. People are taking an interest in that, even so early in the day. It has to be said. You can link through from the chat frame here and listen to the album. It's got a lot of our friends on it. 1 or 2 will be showing up on the iMTV network over the next couple of months as well. And thanks to everyone for donating their songs to the cause as well. You can download it for free, as I said. It is there for the media. And also, if you do make a donation, it will help us keep this whole thing going, and you can pay what you want for any of the tracks that are there. You can Pat Kip has got a track on the Looking for Out of Lockdown collection. Probably, I think it was volume 1 anyway. But on that website, there's a fair archive of artists that we've helped and we met down the road as we've travelled in the Medicine Show Radio Miss Mobile, this side and stateside. It really is quite an archive these days. It's something in the region of 30 odd albums worth of material, and there's maybe 10 to 14 artists on each of the albums. So please do, at your leisure and for your pleasure, click through on Medicine Show Radio records.me medicineshowrecords.me. Okay, we're out here for now. We'll be back tomorrow with Pat Kerms live in the Moose, direct from Joshua Tree. Thanks again, guys.